Sara Famularo joins me here at Dancing on Moonlight. Firstly, thank you very much for giving me a guided tour of this beautiful property.
Oh, thanks for coming out and checking it all out. I'm pleased to show it off.
It's got a bit going on. We've got a golf course opening just over the side there. We've got like a little bit of a function centre. You've got a little bit of a B&B potential, or not B&B, a wedding happening where people can stay here for weddings. But it's also a working farm. We've got the Telfers working horses there at the minute. Breakers get happening, plus broodmare. There's a lot goes on this little property.
There is, yep. It's definitely not boring. Yeah, with Telfers and Ross Houghton out there in the barn, and then me with the broodmares, and then yearling sales preps shortly. Yeah, it's never a dull moment, that's for sure.
The place was built, I've met Dad. He's driving around. He tries to keep a bit of a low key, but he's a harness lover. He's a horse lover.
Yes, oh, he absolutely loves the industry, and we're just so excited to be part of it all. And yeah, it's just, I don't even know what to say. It's kind of, we just love being part of it. We love the people, we love the horses, we love the whole atmosphere, and it's just, it's a neat game to be part of.
It is, and I must say, you Kiwis do it so well. That's the one thing that's opened my eyes up, the way you guys do it, all inclusive. Like Dad didn't have a clue who I was. He gets out, shakes my hand, but it doesn't matter. It could be the next person I go and see as well, and I think that's the exciting part about it. We're a day out from the Cup, and the build-up this year has been terrific. It must be great having two horses. You actually were pointing them out to us, two horses that are live chances too, but even still, just two horses that are going to be going around in the Cup on the property.
Oh yeah, it's so exciting. It's awesome to have Telfers and Stonewall here and be part of the farm, and we'll be a bit sad when they do leave, but we can't wait to cheer them on tomorrow and hope they have every bit of luck. And I wish everyone luck in the Cup tomorrow, but it'll be a bit more exciting just to be a little bit associated with those guys, and yeah, we'll be cheering them on.
We've got a bit of harness racing royalty. I've got a couple of pictures of the old champ and himself. We'll start with him anyway. Christian Cullen down the back. It's just great. I love the fact that he's been so well looked after. You know, he's not serving. He's seeing out his days here, and he's doing it pretty good. It's a nice little place to be a part of where he is back there. He's away from the hustle and bustle, but he's got plenty of mates there with him.
Yeah, no, he's quite happy down the back. I think it's a good little spot for him, and as long as he's got company, he's happy. And you know, as long as he's still kicking, we'll look after him and give him the best life that we can after everything he's done for Ian and racing.
Well, I was going to say that because Dad didn't race him. Like, that's one of the unique parts about it. It's a horse that... Did Dad have anything at all? Like, is he just mates with Ian, or even did he only ever really get an association once he was retired?
I think we just sort of got the association with Ian, and I don't know, one thing led to another, and Christian Cullen's last stud season, he came out here to the farm just to try something different, and you know, we sort of said to him, when he does come, he's got a place to retire. You know, he can stay here and for as long as Ian wants him to, or until he unfortunately doesn't wake up the next morning. But he's just a great horse to have around, and he's so chill now that he's not doing stud work, so he's quite fun. You've
stood a few stallions over the journey. No stallions at the minute?
No stallions at the minute. That creates a whole other bar of work, and at the moment we're happy concentrating on the mares and the sales.
Not off the radar though?
Anything's possible, you know. There's always, you know, we're looking for something, and you know, if the right stallion was to come along, or maybe be a base for some frozen, definitely it's not off the radar. But right now we're just happy focusing on what we want to do what we're doing well and do it right for owners and the horses, so we don't want to push the bar too much.
30 mares, about 25 I think stands, 23 foals, sorry, not stands, 23 foals coming this year.
Yes, yeah, plenty of foals. It's quite exciting. We've got 11 on the ground so far, with another 12 still to come, and yeah, we'll see what happens. So far the boys are beating out the girls, which is good. Everyone's happy.
Oh, yeah, that's good for sales. Not always good for rebreeding, and I think that's one of the important parts. We've got to get going here in New Zealand is, one, keeping the numbers up and potentially even improving them, but also keeping the racing stock here and giving them, you know, to continue the cycle, if you like, and keep producing better horses. There's no lack of better horses. It was at Hibiti Inter we drove past.
Yeah, we went past Hibiti, and Carabella's out there. There's plenty of nice names out there in those paddocks, and they're all treated just exactly the same, with lots of love and attention and plenty of feed, and you know, we give the foals every chance to be the best that they can be anyway.
Yeah, and small paddocks, but they all look very, very content. Small groups in the paddocks is what I more meant. And that, do you enjoy that side of it with the mares, the whole process?
Yeah, I love the broodmares. They're challenging. They're definitely temperamental women, but they're just so much fun. And I love watching their foals and what happens with them, and seeing them develop and educating them, and going through those next steps with them, to then, watch them on the racetrack, whether we've sold them at the sales or they're for clients that have bred and they're racing them themselves. It's so much fun, and we get just as much satisfaction watching them go on and do something for someone else.
Just for the record, you said that, not me. Okay, I did not say it. I don't agree with you. I can say that. I'll play the party line. You were saying there before we were going, and you've got one horse that was bred on the place going round tomorrow, and you're so excited, and it's going around in the maiden. Like, that's half the joy of breeding and the whole process you go through. Is even on these big days, the horse, hopefully it wins for you and connections. But I mean, that's half the process, isn't it?
Well, we've been lucky to have that dream. We've lived the dream. We've had Monkey King and Carabella, and we've had so much excitement and, just experienced all these amazing things. And now it's, that's a 1 in a million thing. So now to see the horses that we've bred go on and do jobs for other owners, and to see the excitement and the joy that they get from them, that's just as exciting for us. We cheer them on at home just like we own them, and we don't have to have the cost that goes with it.
I think that's one thing that I reckon we do probably undersell. Is we should be able to enjoy it if you've broke the horse in, if you led the horse for you guys on sales days, and that was it. Claim ownership. Doesn't matter that you don't physically own it, you're not going to get a paycheck. Claim ownership. Go down to the pub and tell your mates, I handle that horse, or I got a 1% share, even though you don't, because 1% you can cover it up. But I think that's a great way of selling our industry. You said there before about Monkey King. He's going to be going in the Parade of Champions tomorrow, and it's going to be terrific. I love the fact that they remember, the past champs, and that. Bailey's Dream, though, he's here as well, and he's got a pretty important job right at the minute.
Yeah, he is. He's the resident babysitter at the moment, so he's looking after Artie's Express. Unfortunately, she's just hurt herself at the moment, so he's doing the all-important job of looking after her and keeping her calm and happy so that her recovery can go smoothly and quickly, hopefully.
It's one of the things we undersell in our industry, isn't it? Like, people, I think they think when they finish racing, that's it, they're gone. There's so many horses. I've seen so many of them, and they don't have to be superstars. They do everything from galloping pacemakers, and they get looked after, to paddock mates, to Bailey's Dream, that does a little bit of everything, I believe. As long as there's a feed bucket, he's happy doing whatever he has to do.
Absolutely, yeah. No, he's quite simple. He'll have a butt scratch and an apple, and, he's taken care of, so it's good. And it's nice to, look after these horses. They've done such an amazing job for us that you sort of feel it's only the right thing to do, but to look after them in their years to come.
You don't mind the scratches, because that was Christian Cullen. That's one of his things. He wanted to come up for scratches. I was fortunate enough to see him. I think he was a 3-year-old when I saw him in Victoria, and he's just a magic animal. And then just even seeing him down there now, he's still just got that touch of aura about him. He won't be going for the Parade of Champions because he's 27, but it's just great to have him as be a bit part of the farm here, I'd imagine.
Oh, it is. It's such a cool story, when people come out and you can say, well, Christian Cullen's here, and Bailey's Dream at 20, and then when Monkey's not doing his showing career, he's on the farm here at 19, and, they all live an exceptional retirement, and, we're so happy to have them around, and we love having them part of it.
So, yes, thank you. Thanks for showing me the place. I'm not sure where Em's gone. She's just walked off, but that's okay. But thank you very much for showing me around. Any young harness blokes out there want to drop down on a knee and do the right thing too, this is a place to come, isn't it? They can spend the whole weekend here, and there's no excuses. That'll be. Imagine there might be some guys thinking about doing it tomorrow at the trots.
Oh, there possibly could be.
You're going to be there?
I'll be there. Yep. All dressed up, ready to roll.
Have some fun, have a party, and well done for everything you guys are doing here. It's a beautiful farm. Thank you very much for giving me a bit of time.
No worries. Thanks very much, Paul.